Hello, hello, hello. It's your boy, NicholassRivas, politics and stuff. You know the spiel. I want to talk about preference and racism. I know this is a kind of out of nowhere topic, but it's been something that's been kind of just scratching my head. I've been kind of seeing it in the world, but there's nothing like currently going on. Like some celebrity said, I prefer sexy, chunky little Mexicans named Nicholas. Like this is just coming straight from the mind gutter I call my brain. Basically, I'm sure you've all heard this, or you've even said this, or even thought this, that you've had a preference. I only like dating Asian women, right? Something like that. And people have come back and said, that's racist. Some people have said, no, that's not racist. It's okay to have preference. And I'm sure you yourself have debated this in your mind. And I just kind of wanted to talk about it. Is preference racist? Is preference misogynistic? Or is preference fatphobic? I don't know. It kind of covers a wide gambit of like people who don't date people who are on the plus size are maybe considered fat phobic. But I also kind of forgive and sympathize with people who just, it's okay to have the preference. I think it's how you navigate it is kind of the main TLDR of the video. I'm sure you've had preference. I'm sure you like people more. Maybe you really don't see color and you just like everybody, or you don't see size, weight, or yada yada. But I think a lot of people do. I think it is a common discussion. I think growing up, I heard that discussion more than political discussions. I think people have talked about their taste in women, to the taste of, how tall the woman is or how small the dude is, right? Like, I think many of people have a maybe strong opinion on it, maybe not strong enough, but I think typically they have an opinion. And I think many people are kind of scared to say it because it sounds kind of mean. Like, I don't expect people to be talking about this 24/7. Like, I don't expect you to go to your job and say, hey, guys, I really like plus size women. Like, that's just weird. But I think amongst your friends and just kind of like in a room where you feel trusted and people are talking about their preferences, that's okay to say, I think I like this more. But I think it's weird, and where the main issue and confusion comes from people, and maybe the main complaint, is that it's weird to be like, I don't date black guys. That's fucking weird. Like, it's okay to say, hey, man, I have a preference on black dudes. Amongst, I think, normal friends of yours and people you feel comfortable with. Maybe not all the time, maybe depending on the context. But I think it's weird when you say, I don't like this. Like, that's some weird shit to me. Like, I think, like, if you don't like plus size women, cool. I guess keep it to yourself. Like, I don't. It just feels weird to like kind of point. Especially too. I feel like in context is such a big thing. I feel like I've seen this complaint a lot with like someone like Lizzo. She posts a video, and people will be like, "See, that's why I don't like big women. Look at her." And it's like, dog, no one asked you. You're such a weirdo. Like, that's just wild. Like, go fuck whoever the fuck you want to fuck. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how people are doing this and not like feeling stupid. Like, I just don't get it. I understand people want to express their opinions. I understand that, hey, it's a free world, do what you want. But it's just weird to me. Like, I just don't get it. If you ever catch me saying, like, I have a preference, which I feel like I don't. Like, I definitely like all shades of people. I definitely like all styles, all this. And I definitely feel that maybe I'm kind of the oddity because I never really had I need to have this type of person. I kind of just vibe with people, and I like people who I like. If you're attracted to me, you're attracted to me. There's people who have been objectively attractive to many of the people around me, and I'm like, I don't find them attractive, but hey, that's not my cup of tea. That's how I handle it. I don't understand why people can't handle it like that. I definitely think I have a taste, and I think it's okay, but I've never excluded people in my mind. Like, I can't think of like ever saying to myself, like, I don't date black girls. Have you not seen Beyonce? Have you not seen Lupita Nyong'o? Like, those are some very attractive people, and say like, I don't date, you know what I mean? Like how do you not like someone like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of like The Rock. Like, not my cup of tea, but he's a good guy, good looking guy. How do you say, like, you don't like any men that are this color or this race? Like, that's weird. That's so weird. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. If you're telling me like you don't like a certain group of people, it just feels so weird. I feel like some deep rooted racist shit. It's kind of weird too when you say I only date one group. I think it's okay to say I like. I feel like I've dated a lot more than the other and yada yada. It's okay. And like, again, I'm not trying to like cancel, quote unquote, but I just think it's a weird mindset to have when you exclude people because of race. Some arbitrary thing. It seems so arbitrary. Like, if someone's attractive, they're attractive. I've never seen people not be I've seen so many attractive people. It's hard for me to not wrap my head that you don't like I feel like, you see a lot more people that are good looking than not. And so I guess that's why my brain doesn't wrap around it, because I don't think a lot of people follow with that. But, yeah, maybe I'm crazy here, but just something that's been bugging my mind. I've always been wanting to talk about this. I'm kind of curious on what people say. I think if I could put this in a TLDR, just don't exclude people because of one stupid thing. It's okay to have taste, but man, try it out. Try dating out a black person if you're afraid of dating black people or Asian people or whatever, right? Like, just date people. Like, try them. Like, if you're attracted to them, why hold back? I think that's the main thing. Like, not controversial to say. But if you're against like plus size women, I guess it's your taste. But I've seen some very good looking plus size women, some very good looking petite women, and some very tall women, small men, yada yada. I've seen good looking on all spectrums. I just can't see a world where I draw a line for that. It's okay to have standards, but I feel like if someone is attractive and they're good to you and they line with you on a lot of ideological things, just smash them. Like, what's wrong with that? Like, go love them. I can't wrap my head around it because I've always been this like sexually liberated weirdo. So, again, maybe I'm the weirdo, but I think that's where the hill I'm gonna die on is y'all are weird if you say you exclude a group of people because of your quote unquote taste. Yeah, thank you all. Peace.